Okay, 1-1. Barry Bonds is going to be the number one overall pick, and he will be my starting left fielder.
I am going to go a different direction of that, but for a relatively thin position, I want to make sure I get the best. So I'm gonna go Joe Morgan as the second overall pick as my starting second baseman.
Yeah, I don't hate going with the weak positions first at all. It's not a bad play.
This one feels really easy for me. Scott took the guy post integration with the most WAR. I'll be taking the guy post integration with the second most WAR. And I'm putting the say hey kid Willie Mays in center field. Lock it in.
Yep, that's smart pick for sure.
This team's gonna hit the ball and this team's gonna play defense. So
I'm taking Ted Williams and I'm putting him at DH because I don't really trust him in the
wow,
field.
DH early.
DH round 1, baby.
DH, dude.
He said F value. We don't care about value. You can hit, you can play.
My second pick, and if the next guy I want to pick will be there. You know what? Alex Rodriguez, second base, shortstop.
Love it, dude.
Oh, A-Rod at short. That was gonna be my pick, I think. You know what? I'm gonna stick with the.
I was gonna take him too.
I'm gonna stick with. I want value. All right. I want longevity. You got to play defense. You got to be able to hit the ball. Give me Hank Aaron in right field. Already the best outfield, respectfully.
Damn it!
Already.
I only have one player on my team.
Well, it doesn't matter. I have Hank Aaron and Willie Mays, so that's like 250 WAR right there at minimum. I have 1,300 combined homers already, and Gold Glove defense across the board.
I am going to go with an outfielder as well.
Don't do it, dude. I'll smack the shit out of you.
In center field,
I'll smack the shit out of you.
I am going with Mickey Mantle.
Okay, I'm cool with it. Yeah, so my first is going to be Ricky Henderson. Is going to be center field. Man, and then after that, honestly, let's just finish up the outfield and make Carson cry and take Stan Musial.
I'm not gonna cry. You make taking a good pick, brother.
So my outfield is Barry Bonds, Ricky Henderson, Stan Musial.
Stan Musial is not a right fielder.
Oh, he can play left.
Where's Barry Bonds playing?
Right, I guess.
Stan Musial played a majority of his games at first base, by the way.
Okay, well I did, but I'm not drafting a third baseman in the second, third, whatever. So
I'm just letting you know.
He played a significant amount of games in the outfield.
He did, but that's me being snarky. I know that his career games the most is at first. It's split pretty evenly. Like it's like I'll just make the numbers up. It's like 1,100 at first base, 1,000 in left, 900 in right.
You only played 200 less games in right than you did at first.
Listen, if Brian's gonna take the greatest Cardinal to ever put the uniform on, I'm gonna give him grief for it.
If I'm going to, I didn't realize I got Musial.
Well, it's David Eckstein still on the board. So go.
I will leave. I never pick you ever again. So
I'm going to go into left field because I feel like left field is not as amazing as I may have thought it was. I'm going to go with Carl Yastrzemski.
If we can get cheeky with,
as long as it's reasonable.
Frank Robinson's in left field for me.
In left?
Yeah, if I looked at his career splits to make sure it's acceptable.
I'll let that one happen.
His career splits 1,300 games in right field, 800 in left.
One of the most underrated players of all time, by the way.
Oh my God, yeah. I probably could have waited on him a little bit, but I got nervous because people know what they're talking about on this call. So I was like, I got to get Robinson before somebody else does.
I'm taking Ken Griffey Jr. and I'm putting him in center. And this is going to be a reach, but it's only because, one, I don't know. My mind is blanking right now. And number two, it's a weak position. Might as well get him now. Johnny Bench at catcher.
I was gonna go catcher soon too for that same reason.
I was gonna go bench next, so I like that.
Who do I want right now? Who do I want? Who's speaking to me? I've waxed pretty poetically about defense and how much I value it for this all-time team. Give me Mike Schmidt at third base.
No, third's definitely a position to look at too, because that's also a pretty weak all-time position.
I'm gonna stay within those bounds because I was between two dudes for my third baseman too. But give me Eddie Matthews.
Oh, that's a good one.
So part of me wants to get really insane here, but I don't know if I have the stones to do it.
Gregory Soto.
No, not like they're like. It's just like positionally, it would be weird to go with them right now, but like I kind of want.
Peyton took a DH round 1, so I mean, like
I took Ted Williams round 1. Let's
I
relax.
know.
A
I know.
DH for your team, admittedly. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna take 2 starting pitchers right now, and I'm gonna go Pedro and Bob Gibson,
Big Scott Bentley, you heard it here first. Huge Cardinals fan, taking the
and I'm
greatest.
running.
Yeah,
Don't ever
wow.
say that ever again. You're not getting me on air saying it, so like it's not happening. As long as this isn't in the year 1968 in October, where he's going to get outpitched by the Tigers for the 3 games he starts, then I'm going to go with Bob Gibson.
Really clinging to that one World Series you won in the '60s, huh?
Yeah, because we beat you. Yep.
That's fine. Well, we had 2 in the '60s. I'm not pressed.
I'm gonna continue to fill out my infield, and I'm gonna take Cal Ripken at short.
Durable.
Durable.
He is that. I said I want someone with good defense, and we're talking prime. Obviously, this cat had it, and I'm not letting Scott take another one. Give me Albert Pujols at first base.
That's not where I thought that was going.
I did not think that's where that was going either.
I'm not letting Scott take another. I couldn't let Scott take another. Arguably the only other Cardinal that might get picked. He's got like we're talking prime. Pujols was an elite defender, and that's like we're talking. Come on now, we're talking greatest right-handed hitter of this century, dude.
What the hell? Okay. Roberto Clemente, right field.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And so that's pick 1. And you know what? You mentioned defense. Let's just go in on it. I'm moving Ken Griffey to left, and I'm drafting Andrew Jones.
I like that. I don't hate it. I really don't hate that.
I love it.
I actually don't. In the words of the Beastie Boys for this next pick, at the Keystone, I got mad hits like I was Rod Carew. Give me Rod Carew at second base, dude.
That was an insane delivery of a pick.
That was.
Dude, everyone knows Sure Shot by the Beastie Boys. Get out of here. My dad would lose his mind over this team. This infield is just my dad's childhood.
I'm gonna fill in my DH role right here. I'm gonna go Mike Trout at DH.
What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me?
When you said move Griffey to left, I was like, is he going to put Trout in the center? Because
I don't know why. I don't know why nobody picked Trout this whole time, but sure, I'll take.
I'm thinking old retired players.
Yeah, that's fine. You can think old retired players, but no, I'm gonna throw Trout in as my DH.
A little bit of defense as well. We'll go with the best defensive third baseman of all time and go Brooks Robinson.
I was thinking about him.
Honestly, I'll fill my DH with my Tiger, and I'll go Al Kaline at DH.
See, I have a nefarious next 2 picks. I'll put it that way.
I'm gonna go with my SP1, and I'm gonna take Clayton Kershaw.
Can't believe this cat has not been said yet. I said I'm prioritizing defense and offense. Come on, brother. Give me Pudge Rodriguez behind the dish.
I knew I've waited too long for a catcher at this point, so
I won't name the names specifically, but there are some good catchers still available.
I need a starter. I need a second baseman. Third baseman I can wait. And I need a first baseman. First pick, Roger Clemens. And the second pick, one of 3 non-Hall of Famers on my team, is going to be a second baseman, Lou Whitaker.
Yeah, it's tough. I wanted that one later. Should be a Hall of Famer, by the way.
I'm gonna extend an olive branch with this pick. I can't believe this cat has not been picked. This is probably the worst defender on my team, and it is at shortstop. But with Mike Schmidt at third, I think I'll be okay. Give me Ernie Banks at shortstop.
Mr. Cobb.
notably more games at first base than at shortstop, by the way.
I had to check because I knew that he spent the back half of his career at first base, but I mean the split is really close. And now had I tried to stick him in left field, that would have been a bit questionable. Of his near 2,500 games, only 23 in left. That would have been a bit questionable. But
I'm gonna go with yet another lefty in my rotation. We're gonna go Randy Johnson.
Nice, yeah.
It's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Dude, shortstop got thin fast.
Why do you think I took Ernie Banks, bro? Like, I had to get on that.
There's some dogs left, but like, golly, it definitely falls off really. Like, it's A-Rod and then kind of a huge drop off. Honestly, we got enough power going around in the outfield. We got some thumpers out there. Let's just go crazy with the defense. Best defensive left side of the infield in the history of baseball. I'm gonna fucking play into Carson's bit a little bit more, and we'll take Ozzy.
Huge Cardinals fan, Scott Bentley, his third
This
Cardinal.
is ridiculous.
I mean, do you want? I could trade you Pujols. I know how much of a fan you are.
I would rather drink bleach.
You could hit a ground ball within a continent of the left side of that infield. It's getting vacuumed.
Also, I just realized for my outfield, I'm actually gonna put K-line in right and DH Musial. That way we can get a little bit better defensively out there. Dude, why am I'm literally debating on taking like everyone I hate. This is ridiculous.
That's your fault, brother. Oh! By the hair on my chinny chin chin, I have my next pick, and I'm very excited for it.
He's up in like 3 picks, by the way.
I had to make sure. I was unsure, and I had to make sure.
Oh gosh, I have to do it, dude. This is so gross. I hate my own team. This is disgusting. But at catcher, we're gonna go with Buster Posey. Dude, 10-win season behind the dish? Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
it's disgusting. Yeah, yeah.
I am gonna add a little bit more thump into the lineup. I'm gonna go to my first baseman. I'm gonna go Jim Tomei.
So the reason I got excited is I had to check and make sure. And this gentleman played in 4 games in 1947, making my DH pick Mel Ott. Bang. 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 Literally one of the greatest hitters of all time by like WAR. He's like top 10 all time. That was a sick pick. Just get a 950 OPS out of the DH spot. Yep.
I already know I'm not getting defense out of first base at this point, so let's go crazy. Frank Thomas, first base. Might as well get another starting pitcher. This feels like a reach, but I also don't want any of the guys ahead of him, especially one, Max Scherzer.
Well, that's great. Thank you. I'll take Tom Seaver then. Thanks, Peyton. I'll take Tom Seaver.
So because I'm the only person who needs a catcher, and I'm the only person who needs a right fielder, so I don't even need to take those right now. So I am going to go to reliever, and I'm taking Mariano.
Dude, these guys, please, pitch into the 40s. I beg.
Carson's just obsessed with 1930s hitters. I'm going to take Jackie and have him play second.
That is a good pick. There's no way, right? Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, dude, Cy Young didn't pitch in the 40s, man.
Yeah, dude, you know what's crazy about that is like I'm like almost like hoping I stumble upon like a Bill Veeck gave them like a 1-game contract in like 1950 where I can just be like, yep.
Oh, wait a minute. I might do that. Let me figure out what year it was. Yeah, bang. We'll be taking Satchel Paige for our third starter. Thank you. He pitched for 1 game for the Kansas City Athletics in 1965. Thank you very much. 3 innings of shutout ball. Thank you. We'll be taking that one. Loopholes, baby.
I did that with Mel Ott, so that's totally fair.
Pitched 1 game 15 years after he retired just because
I'm in between if I want to go starter or reliever here, and I think I'm gonna go starter, but I'm in between a few options here.
Take the Yankee that Peyton is shaking his head over. If I'm reading,
There's not a damn chance I'm putting a Yankee in my starting pitching spot right here. There's no Yankee that I would consider worth that at the moment. Randy and Clemens.
Mike Mussina is like a top like 30 or 40 all time in pitcher WAR, I think. So not a bad shout.
For my third starter, I'll go Greg Maddux.
Ooh, he was okay. That's a good pick, actually. The guy that I had, you want to talk about cats that pitch for forever? I'd Steve Carlton. That's what I was going to pick.
He was one of the names I was considering. Yeah.
I'm like rocking like the 80s, like 70s and 80s pitchers right now with Tom Seaver and Steve Carlton. That's the era of like 350 innings pitched. It's a 3-man rotation. I need innings, Scott. I need some I need some workhorses.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I just took Satchel Paige. Like
Yeah, dude. You
I
took
need
Page and Gibson. Like you might not even need
some
a third
horses,
one.
man. Yeah, they'll make up for Pedro's 2 seasons. They'll give me.
So I think the problem that I'm having is I'm thinking about strikeouts, except anyone that pitched for like
Yeah,
2000,
You're not.
2005 doesn't have the strikeouts needed, except for one relief pitcher. And my original plan was to pick this guy and Mo, but Brian took that way. Billy Wagner.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next pick,
Ooh.
to be honest with you.
Carson, it wasn't on my mind originally, but since Carson said it, Mike Messina to fill out the rotation.
Oh, yeah. I thought you would have had him because that was a good fill out the rotation pick. Peyton, it's insanely funny that you said that though. That you're like, oh, there's no old strikeout guys. But in the spirit of just saying, fuck it, I'm give me Nolan Ryan to fill out my rotation, dude.
I don't know why he just like didn't come. To
Yeah,
mind.
I never even really considered him, which is like whatever.
When I picked Scherzer, I considered him, but the walk rate is just crazy.
Scherzer is honestly like inning for inning. I would rather have Scherzer than Nolan Ryan.
Despite the fact that Nolan Ryan is the all-time like leader in like hits per nine. The guys don't. It's walks.
Yeah, but also, I think his career WHIP is higher than Scherzer because he's also the all-time leader in walks per nine. So I'm taking my RP2 next.
I'm pretty sure whichever one you don't take, I'm taking.
He was not a reliever for his whole career, but that's kind of how he made his name.
Oh, you're taking my reliever. Yep. I wanted Eckersley with my next pick. That was a good pick. Brian. My thought process was like, if my starter gets shelled, I need a guy that can stretch. I was like, who's getting? I'm like, I need a guy. I need a stretch in the pen.
Eckersley was definitely in the conversation for me for sure. I'm filling out both of my reliever spots right now because I all I have left is both relievers and first base. So I'm gonna take reliever, then say first base for last. So for my first reliever, I'm gonna go with Kimbrel, and for my second one, so I really want to take Lee Smith, but I don't think I can leave Trevor Hoffman just like out there. So I'm gonna go with Hell's Bells.
All right, so all I have left is right field and catcher. There's no competition for either of you guys for those positions. Right field for the brand, give me Ichiro Suzuki.
Love it. My my last picks for the brand too.
I was gonna pick both in the Dennis Eckersley. Give me John Smoltz.
I knew that's where you were going with that.
Yeah, that's where I thought you were going with the Eckersley one at first. Honestly,
It was gonna be Smoltz and Eckersley was gonna be my pen, and I was gonna be like, that's a heck of a bullpen to have.
I'm taking Kenley Jansen for the last reliever spot. Had there somehow been no third baseman available, I would have done something absolutely crazy. And by absolutely crazy, I mean move Alex Rodriguez to third and put someone else that you probably wouldn't think was in the draft.
He was gonna take Jeter and put him at
I was
short.
going to say, so you
Absolutely
wouldn't
not.
do the thing that happened in real life.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. So instead, I'm going to take. Do I want the power or do I want the? We went all defense. Adrian Beltre. Now, what I was going to do, if none of the third baseman I wanted were there, was move A-Rod's third and draft Anderson Simmons.
I love it, dude. I love it.
No, yeah, that's actually better than drafting Jeter.
That is better than drafting Jeter, straight up.
Oh, that would have been crazy.
I love that.
No, I do too. Like, unironically love that.
Dare I take peak over career for this last reliever
So
spot?
I'm gonna be honest. I've been doing peak over career this whole bitch. I've been doing peak over career a lot.
I've been trying to do like a mix if I can for everybody.
But in the spirit of taking sheer peak from my last reliever pick, I will take your 2003 National League Cy Young winner, Eric Gagne.
Yeah, that's a dog of a pick. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be taking Eric Gagne.
My last pick is a catcher. I've been going back and forth on this one this entire time, but ultimately, I think I'm gonna go with Gary Carter.
So I almost took Gary Carter, but I couldn't pass up like a 10-win catcher peak. So okay, and my last pick at first base is Miguel Cabrera. So there you go.
Shocker.
Everyone else took a first baseman, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna wait this one out and take the dog.
So what I almost did instead of Maddox at my SP3, I almost took Shohei.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm not kidding. I was ready to take Shohei, and then I remembered the Satchel Paige thing, and I didn't. He was gonna be my SP3.
I know. So for my SP3, I was between Maddox, I was between Shohei, I was between Burt Blyleven.
The messed up part is you could take everyone that wasn't picked by the four of us, and they'd probably be like close to still just as good of a team as the four teams we picked. Like you could make a team of dogs with the like leftovers with the scraps.
Oh yeah, easily. Like
We'll do it right now. Put the honorable mention team is like Fisk at catcher.
I mean, like first base could be so many people.
you could go Rafael Palmeiro,
You could also go like Mark Grace. Like there's
Mark
a ton
McGuire.
of guys. Second base, Craig Biggio.
You can go Bobby Grich. Shortstop, I think from the leftovers, I think the pick is probably Ripken or Jeter.
I think it is Jeter. Yeah.
I think it has to be Jeter from whoever's left right now. It would either probably be Jeter or Ozzy.
Well, I took Ozzy. Ozzy's my shortstop.
Oh yeah, then never mind. Yeah, it's Jeter. It's Jeter then. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Third base is probably Chipper.
Oh, it's for sure Chipper Jones. Yeah,
And then the outfield is like still nasty.
it's loaded. Yeah. Oh my God, no one took Joe DiMaggio.
You could go Duke Snyder. You could go Willie McCovey. You could go Willie Stargell.
Yeah, I mean even more like Reggie Jackson, dude.
You could go Vlad Senior.
Obviously Beltron. I mean, you could Pete Rose.
Billy Williams.
Yeah, that was kind of intentional. Pete Rose is on my radar, but that was kind
Yeah,
of
I don't think
intentional.
anyone wanted to take Pete.
There's an overall vibe that my team is trying to avoid. That's why Kurt Schilling's not on my list either.
You could go Sammy Sosa and right. Starters, there's so many left over.
Yeah, there's still a lot of starters too. I mean, Shohei can be on that team.
Yeah, Shohei could be. Well, that's probably fine.
Verlander.
Yeah, Verlander.
I'm surprised you didn't take him, Scott.
Holiday.